Malcolm Lee, a UCLA junior guard with us now. Malcolm, your scoring over the last 5 games has really risen. You're up to 12 points a game right now. Were you injured a little bit early in the season? You seem to be dealing with a couple bumps and bruises. Are you coming back to health?
I had a couple of bumps and bruises. I'm pretty much to 100% now, and I'm just me and my team is ready for the Pac-10.
Yeah. When you think about the fact that the season's kind of split between non-conference and conference, does it give you more confidence going into the Pac-10, knowing that these are teams that you're more comfortable with, that you've seen before, and that it's kind of like you know what you're going to get out of most of these teams?
Yeah, like in the preseason, we're playing teams against all over the country, and we're really not too familiar with them. But like in the Pac-10s, we're well familiar with the teams. We know their tendencies, we know their style of play, we know their key players, as well as their players that come off the bench. So we're really familiar with them, and it's like the comfort zone is a lot more better than the preseason.
How much do you remember about Washington State from last year?
Last year, well, from my first year to my sophomore year, they had a coaching change, and their style changed a lot more. With the new coach, they're a lot more up and down and a lot more pick and rolls coming off for picks, and just their offense is a lot more spread.
How's Clay?
Clay's going to be tough. He's a big-time scorer. I think if we could hold his numbers down, I think that we have a good chance of beating him.
You guys have had success when you're dealing with one guy. You know, Ben Howland coach teams usually can contain the scorer, the one guy, but then it seems like the number 2 and 3 guy pop off, or they get. How important is it going to be to maybe let Clay Thompson do what he's going to do, but shut down the other guys, or is it about shutting down Clay and then trying to contain the other guys too?
Right. It's kind of we got to pick our own poison, because usually teams, if we shut down their main guy, other players on our team tend to pick up their lack of the game. So whatever comes, if we're shutting down Clay, we're just going to have to be aware that there are other guys that could score. I think there's a guy coming off the bench, or a JUCO transfer, something that's averaging 16. Reggie Moore could definitely get his own. They have a lot of key contributors, so we're just going to have to play the best team defense we can.
Is Clay the toughest guy you've had to guard?
In the pack? Actually, I think Patrick Christopher.
Cal? Yeah. When you think about going into Pac-10, you guys are 8-4. Last season you were 5-7. Does it feel like more than just a 3-game improvement? Because it seems like you guys are much better than last year.
Yeah, it's kind of evident that we're a lot better than last year. But as far as thinking of ourselves, we feel like we could be a lot more better. Coming into packs, we are on a 5-game winning streak. That gives us a little momentum, but basically all the preseason stuff is down. Now it's about what counts most important is in the Pac-10. We got to try to gain as much wins as possible to try to get a good resume.
You know, to the fans, anything less than a 20-point win over UC Irvine is almost like a loss. They kind of treat it like a loss.
Right.
Do you guys look at it the same way? Are you disappointed when you're not pummeling teams? Or do you just say, God, we got the win, we needed to, that's the way the game went?
Kind of both. Obviously, a win is a win, but at the same time, we didn't play to our capabilities. We blew a couple of 14-point leads, and we just felt that we made the game harder on ourselves. And in the Pac-10s, we're not going to be able to do that. Teams like this is going to keep going off, and it's going to feed their run, because we're playing a lot better teams in Pac-10. So we're just going to have to fix all our little mental breakdowns that leads to these little teams with their little runs, and we're just going to have to just keep playing hard throughout the whole game.
All right. Good stuff. Malcolm Lee, UCLA junior guard. Thanks, buddy.